She said, "You don't tell me who I'm with, I'm free." Her friends laughed. I stayed silent. At our engagement party, I took the microphone and announced, "The wedding is off. She already has a husband." The guests gasped as she ran out. Silence hit first. Forks froze. Music died mid-chorus. The florist stood by the arch like a statue. Tom and Claire stared at me from near the cake. Jason and Kelly held hands and didn't blink. Eric and Lisa looked at the door where Rachel had sprinted out in heels. I handed the mic back to the DJ. "My name is Ryan." I was done being polite. This was the moment I knew she never respected me. Sam, my best friend, reached my side. He kept his voice low. "You good?" "I'm steady." I motioned to Jason at the projector. He nodded. The screen lit up. A county records search. Rachel's name, a man beside it. Matthew Reed. Marriage date 2 years ago. Active license. File number big and plain. Gasps rolled like a wave. A few guests stood. Some sat hard. Claire covered her mouth. Tom whispered a word he would not say in church. I lifted a folder. I pulled a printed certificate. It matched the record. Same date. Same seal. Same signature. The R in Rachel's name looped the same way she wrote on our place cards. My phone went to the speaker. I played a voicemail. A man's voice. Flat, tired. "Ryan, this is Matt. If you are with Rachel, we need to talk. She left in March. She still runs our joint card. She told me she would fix things. She didn't." No one spoke. The truth filled the room. It did not ask for permission. Her panic wasn't about losing me. It was about losing control. I stepped off the stage. The DJ turned on low music to cover the mess. People drifted. Some came to me. Some avoided me like the air had teeth. My mom, Carol, stood near the flowers. She had tears in her eyes and steel in her spine. She hugged me once. She said nothing. It helped. I locked in the memory of the first red flag. Rooftop birthday party a month ago. Jason and Kelly's place. City lights, paper plates, cheap beer. Rachel wore a green dress and a fresh smile. She said, "You don't tell me who I'm with, I'm free." Her friends laughed. I smiled like it was a joke. It wasn't. Her phone lit the table all night, face down, then a preview flashed anyway. "Miss you." A gray circle. Contact name said D. Then a rocket emoji. She flipped the phone over fast. Money started to leak after that night. Dinners I didn't eat. Spa charges on Tuesdays. Studio every Friday, the same amounts, the same time. I covered the deposit for our weekend trip. She said she would send her half after payday. Payday passed like a cloud. Nothing moved. I opened statements and circled lines. Venmo to M. Reed. Note with a lock icon. Rent. My chest went tight. I asked her once, "Who is M. Reed?" She rolled her eyes. "My cousin's friend." I fronted an Arab and he pays me back in pieces. I nodded. I didn't believe it. I saved screenshots anyway. Receipts went in a blue folder. I named it Proof. Simple. The worst part came from her Mac. She asked me to fix a sync issue. I signed in. Messages flooded the screen. One voice note cut bone. "He apologizes for things I do," she said to someone. Then a laugh, then a clink of glasses. I recorded the playback on my phone. Date visible, time stamp clear. I saved it. My hands shook. They stopped. Sam met me at a diner. We spread papers on sticky formica. We drew a timeline. Friday transfers to a cash app named Matty R. 2 flights to Austin, 1 hotel in Miami. Points drained from my account. A storage unit near Brookfield, the same town on the marriage record. Patterns clicked like locks. I found Matt on Facebook. A dog, a backyard, a ring on his hand in an old photo. I sent a message. He called the next day. I let it go to voicemail. "I wanted the file. You heard it at the party." Rachel spun a different story in group chats. She told Tom and Claire I yelled. She told Eric and Lisa I checked her phone. She told Jason and Kelly I tried to isolate her. She sent crying selfies and "Please don't tell him." She wrote lines to feed to my friends. It worked for a week. People wanted to be kind. People hate judging fast. Evidence changed minds. Screenshots. Receipts, bank notes. The voice note, the voicemail, the marriage record, truth lined up like bricks. The engagement party ended in fragments. Staff boxed up cake. Claire hugged me and cried into my shoulder. Jason unplugged the projector with a stiff hand. Eric walked outside and took a long breath like he had held it for years. Lisa said, "We stand with you." She meant it. I went home to silence. I put the blue folder on my table. I breathed. I tried to sleep. The room would not let me. I made tea and watched the steam drift like a signal from another life. By morning, the texts came from Rachel, from numbers I didn't know. "You ruined me. This is slander. We can fix this. Talk to me alone." I saved them. I didn't reply. Carol called. "Your Uncle Frank wants a small dinner Friday," she said. "Family only. He wants to hear you." "He invited Rachel already," I said. "Yes." "Good," I said. "I'll bring the projector." The week crawled. Sam checked in daily. Eat, he said. Sleep when you can. He was right. I did both in small pieces. Rachel posted a black screen with white text. Some people want to control you. Her friends sent it to me like it mattered. It didn't. I kept collecting. Friday came fast and slow. Frank's house felt like a courthouse with better lighting. Long table, heavy chairs. Chloe put plates on the runner with careful hands. Brandon brought a bowl big enough to hold a gym bag. People arrived and tried to smile. It didn't stick. Rachel walked in late. Soft hair, soft voice, hard eyes. She sat near the end. She didn't look at me. We ate in a tense quiet. The food tasted like cardboard. Frank tapped his glass. Ryan first, he said. Then Rachel. Facts only. I connected my laptop to the TV. The marriage record filled the screen. Her name, Matt's name, date, seal. I watched faces, shock, confusion, anger. My mom's eyes never left the screen. I clicked to the next slide. The certificate, signatures, the same loop in her R. I played Matt's voicemail on the living room speaker. She still runs our joint card. The line hung in the air like fog. Rachel stood. This is private, she said. You are humiliating me. You humiliated me in public, I said, at our party. I clicked to Venmo and Cash App lines. Rent, phone, storage, same amounts, same Fridays, then the storage unit receipt near Brookfield, same town as the marriage record. I showed the airline points summary, Miami, Austin. I showed the hotel slip with her signature. I played the voice note from her Mac. He apologizes for things I do, my mom whispered, oh God. Frank's jaw clenched. He turned to Rachel. Are you married? She stared at the floor. It's complicated. He shook his head. No, it isn't. I dialed a number and hit speaker. It rang twice. A tired voice answered. Hello, Matt, it's Ryan, I said. Family is here, he sighed. Tell them I tried to get the separation signed. She said wait. She said she had plans. She kept the card active. I'm sorry, man. I thanked him and hung up. The room exhaled. Rachel lunged for the HDMI. She pulled it. The screen went black. You're abusive, she snapped. You stalk me. Lisa stood. You asked me to repeat lies in our chat, she said. I kept the screenshots. Tom lifted his phone. Same here. Jason nodded. You used us. Rachel looked for a door. She found one. She ran. She slammed it hard. The house shook. I wasn't angry. I was finished. We cleaned without speaking. Then people spoke. Small sentences, strong eyes. Frank clapped my shoulder. You handled it clean. I slept hard that night. No dreams, only dark and still. The days after felt like a new town, familiar streets, better air. I canceled the venue and recovered half the deposit. Jason and Kelly will use the credit for their anniversary. They deserve a good night. Rachel sent a long email through a lawyer. Defamation. Emotional distress. Claire, my attorney, replied with the record, the receipts, the audio, the voicemails. Silence followed. I met Olivia a week later at a cafe near the river. We had spoken once at a bookstore. She knew none of this. She saw my face and asked one thing. How are you really? Better, I said, tired. We walked by the water. We didn't rush. We didn't force a story. It felt like a door that swings easy. People say healing needs time. It also needs truth. I had both now. Revenge ending, I met Claire in a small office that smelled like paper and coffee. We built a plan. We filed a civil claim for reimbursement, hotels, flights, storage fees on the joint card, the rent transfers to Matt's account. We attached the county record. We attached the voice note transcript. We attached the voicemail. We asked for fees and interest. Her lawyer sent a soft offer, no fault, no money back, no apology. Claire slid it back. Full reimbursement, she wrote. Close all accounts, letter to family admitting the marriage and the lies. 14 days. She stalled. We filed. The hearing was quick. Dates lined up. Numbers didn't lie. The judge ruled for repayment with interest. He ordered wage garnishment if she missed deadlines. She missed the first, the second too. The first check arrived in a plain envelope, no note. I took a photo for my records. Half went to fees. Half went to a shelter my mom supports. Payne paid rent somewhere useful. It felt right. We sold the joint SUV in her name. Proceeds went to joint debt she ran up. She handed over the keys in a lot with bright lights and bad coffee. Her glare bounced off me and hit nothing. I sent certified letters to vendors she used with my info. I enclosed the order. They flagged her profile. Some closed accounts. Others set notes. No more free play. She tried one last swing online. A black screen post. Beware a controlling man. Eric reported it with a link to the order. The post vanished. She went quiet. Matt got his own ruling. He messaged me a single line. We got some of it back. No more, no less. I checked my credit reports each month. Clean. I added alerts and freezes. Tyler helped me rotate passwords. We laughed about how boring safety looks. Boring keeps you safe. Jason and Kelly invited me to a small rooftop night. We ate burgers, no screens, no speeches. Tom told a stupid story. Claire laughed so hard she snorted. It was human and warm. Olivia and I kept walking by the river. We tried a diner with pancakes the size of plates. We listened more than we talked. We didn't rush. We let days do their work. People think revenge needs fire. Mine used paper and patience, orders, seals, checks with her name at the top and mine at the bottom. No victory dance, no gloating. The ledger closed. The noise died. Her panic wasn't about losing me. It was about losing control. Mine was about getting my peace back with receipts and time. I got it. I slept with the window open and let night air wash the room. I woke to quiet. I liked the sound. Closure ending. I put the blue folder on a high shelf, not to forget, to rest. I didn't need to live inside it anymore. I blocked Rachel on everything. She sent one letter through her lawyer. Healing circle. Talk it out, I replied with one line. I wish you peace from far away. No more. I met Mom on Sundays. Eggs, toast, coffee. We took slow walks after breakfast. We waved at neighbors. She squeezed my shoulder and said, "You chose truth." I nodded. That was enough. I wrote 3 rules on a card and taped it inside a drawer. Ask hard questions early. Keep money clean. Leave rooms where respect dies. I read them for a week, then I knew them by heart. I went back to the gym, not the one near her old haunts. A small place with old iron and a quiet radio. I lifted light. I ran slow. I felt my breath even out. I saw Olivia at the bookstore again. We traded titles. We picked a day for coffee, then a walk, then a movie. We did not force a label. We let the pace be honest. Uncle Frank hosted a backyard barbecue in spring. Smoke curled into blue sky. Brandon flipped burgers with focus. Chloe stole fries and lied about it with a grin. Jason spilled a drink. Kelly laughed until she cried. Eric and Lisa brought a pie. Tom and Claire brought a deck of cards. We played. We talked about small things. It felt like a porch after a storm, dry and warm. I stopped checking Rachel's pages. I stopped replaying her voice note in my head. My phone stayed face up on the table. Buzzes did not feel like threats. They felt like life. I took a short drive to the lake one Saturday. I sat on a dock with a paperback. The water moved forward like it had better places to be. I wrote 3 lines in the back of the book. This was the moment I knew she never respected me. Her panic wasn't about losing me. It was about losing control. I wasn't angry. I was finished. I closed the book. I watched a kid toss a stick to a dog that hated water. The dog tried anyway. It made us all laugh. Olivia met me that evening. We walked. We didn't fill every silence. We didn't dig for pain. We let peace sit with us like an old friend. I told her one truth. I want steady, not theater. She smiled. Me too. I slept with the window open. Morning light slid across the floor and found me. I brewed coffee and stood by the glass. The city breathed. So did I. No script, no stage. Only steps forward, one clean line at a time.